everyone, it's Kimber Schaefer here with Rage in the Cage OKC News. We are at Wilshire Gun Range in Oklahoma City, a sponsor for Rage in the Cage. We are so looking forward to Rage in the Cage 47, our Night of Champions at Fire Lake Arena. And Cody Ray is back. He's going to be fighting again on this card, and I couldn't be more excited. So tell me, who are you fighting, and how's your training been going looking up to this fight?
I'm fighting Philip Ashro, I do believe, and my training's going all right. I hit the gym a little bit more, but work's keeping me busy, and I mean, it is what it is, and I'm managing everything. And
that can be tough sometimes, managing, full-time career and everything else in life and fitting in your training. But, you're working to make your dreams come true. And we talked about this briefly before. This is our second interview. You were interviewed for us previous to your debut a few months back. You started a little bit later in life. You were in your 30s when you started MMA, and but you were a wrestler. You were second place in state growing up, and so there is never a time too late to make your dreams come true.
Oh no, it's never too late, and I mean, you just keep moving forward, and it makes you stronger. Anytime you work towards your future, it's going to make you stronger. Just don't ever give up, and keep looking forward.
You wrestled at Jones High School, and you obviously trained with some of the best in MMA today. So tell me a little bit about that and kind of what helped motivate you to get started when you did.
Well, I actually started wrestling when I was about 3 to 4 years old, and started with Johnny Hendricks, believe it or not, which was pretty awesome seeing him on UFC now. And then Ricky Capela, I mean, he's pretty much a cousin. And then all the Jones boys, I mean, y'all know us Jones boys, how we roll. I mean,
let's talk about your first two fights, because both of those have been on Rage in the Cage fight cards. I mean, your first one obviously was a victory in under a minute. And then you had a title fight for your second fight. You had such a first impressive win, but the title fight didn't go your way. So talk about those two fights, what you've learned, and, what you've learned in those to kind of propel you forward.
My debut fight, it was first round, 52 seconds, and it was against a guy I grew up with, actually, and it kind of brought us closer in life. And then on my title fight, it didn't go exactly the way I wanted it to, but then again, I learned from it. So, I mean, I'm happy with it. I mean, I didn't get the win, but it gave me something more to work towards.
And sometimes that's what your amateur career, is for. It's for you to learn and tweak those areas so that once you go pro, you kind of have all that. I mean, you're still learning as a pro, but you've got a lot of the learning lessons, the tough ones at least, hopefully out of the way.
Oh yeah, I hope I do, but if I don't, I'll continue to learn. Each and every day I learn something new, and I mean, that's what makes the day good.
Let's talk about your ultimate goals in MMA and why you're standing here with me.
My ultimate goals in the MMA, eventually, I mean, who wouldn't like making it to the UFC? I mean, I know every one of us MMA fighters, that's our goal. That's kind of why we get into it. Well, that's why I get into it anyways. And it's not really about the money. It's more about competing. I mean, to be quite honest, I don't like fighting. I like competing. And
you're a competitor. You're a sports hero for your Jones High School teammates. So any last words before we head on out for tonight?
Not really. I'm just ready to get this done and get on to the next one. Get on to the pros.
All right. Sounds good to me, guys. Hey, come out and see Cody. Any other guys on the fight card? It's going to be an epic night of fights. Rage in the Cage 47, the ultimate night of champions at Fire Lake Arena, August 13th. You can get your tickets, of course, at firelakearena.com from any of these fighters. Hey, do not miss this. We are going to rage it up big time on August 13th.